could
We
not
all
have
twerk.
said it better. Is that Proverbs? Or like, do you want to cite?
That's
I think
Pogo
it's the
Sticks
Bible
book 2.
verse.
And he probably has his badge on still, like, you know.
It's a Chippendales sheriff dance.
Yes.
Well, you could just use the bag to badge to like cover the naughty stuff.
It's glasses, loincloth, badges foreign.
I don't know how big this badge is, but I think that's a tall order.
I feel like Senzen should have a really big badge.
Such a big badge.
Welcome to our shit show, friends.
There's some S&M chaps, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm like,
all kinds, baby.
wow. Okay. Cool.
Present
So
day.
saying assless is just redundant.
Yeah, but saying assless, you wanna emphasize the fact that you're all cheeked up on a Tuesday when you're wearing them.
I'm trying to watch our Twitch stream, but I just keep seeing this ass is really bomb looking. Did I say it wrong? Our tit stream, our
A
Twitch
little bit,
stream.
maybe.
You know what? When it comes to me, this is the exception. So like, get on my level. Second of all I keep seeing is this bomb ass chicken sandwich ad that looks so good, and I want to eat it.
The magic lube is made in the swamp, and it's normally like pure and holy or whatever, but occasionally when somebody gets murdered in there, it turns evil.
Is it sticky?
It's probably sticky.
I mean, it's a little bit sticky. It came from a kid.
Jam hands, man. I'm not. Look, I want to look at the book, but I don't want to touch it until we can wipe off the most
I'm gonna
likely
press
jam.
digitize the jam and stickies off of it.
But it is gorgeous. It's one of the most beautiful and moving things you've ever seen. Most people don't get to see a drow civilization.
Well, that's beautiful and fascinating, but also kind of dangerous. Anybody else want to take a look before we start doing the dynamite thing?
Can I stealth myself as well? Can I roll stealth? Just because why not?
Well, I mean, you gotta do something. You can't just, hey, I'm stealthy, right? What are you trying to do stealthily?
Just be super hot and stealthy. Like I want everybody to see how hot and stealthy I am. It's so stealthy of me.
She keeps saying that they're looking for a magic cock.
She's already got Eric. I don't know what she's looking for. Like, babe, fucking come dance with who you came with.
Dee Dee, are you hearing that correctly too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying cock. I want to say they mean conch, but I'm really not. I hope they mean conch, but like also they mean cock.
I mean,
That's fine too.
I mean, to each their own, sure. But I guess they're looking for a magic one?
Oh, it's definitely got to be magic. You know, why look for one if it's not? I mean, either way, if it's a cock or a conch, why look for one if it's not magic? That is.
Chat about how we can simultaneously take her out and convince Dryland to go into a back room with us for a private business meeting, which may or may not result in him tied up to a chair.
Is Senzen gonna give him a lap dance?
That might be ultimately the plan, yes.
We've had experiences where some of our clientele have gotten a little bit too handsy. So we've actually introduced a little bit of a fun experience where you surrender yourself to the Dragonborn and the Dragonborn surrenders something to you. So I'm going to just very gently, it's just playful. I'm just gonna just hold your wrists and your ankles down. You can tap out. The safe word is Neverwinter, but it's just a little bit of a fun thing.
I'm really sad the butthole collapsed. Never good when the butthole collapses.
Do they have
Alright.
little chaps on?
No, they are not precious. You get the squirrel now. They have little chaps
I
on.
don't even know if they have asses.
Probably Klaka of some kind.
Asses are relative.
Your magical physiologies professor could tell you.
We will ask.
Here?
You pest of butts.
Yeah, but where does the poop come from?
I mean, it's got a something. Does it have enough of a cheek for it to be considered an ass?
The cheek makes the ass.
I don't have an answer. I mean, you could dissect one, I guess.
Perhaps they're not all cheeked up on a Tuesday.
Oh gosh, this little dude is Bolo, and he wants to talk to you. You got some time?
Hi, Bolo. You need some dicks?
Like, I'm really ready for a meet cute with a romanticore. I feel like I've earned it.
Oh boy. Renzo will kind of lean over to Dee Dee and say, "We have a group of manticores up ahead."
Oh yeah, I think the ranger wants to fuck one of them.
Not one. I mean, not anyone. Not just anyone.
Not one, all of them. Got it.
Like, I'm effing. Piranha starts swaying, getting into it, just sort of swaying with the music too.
Twerking.
Gently twerking, like not like hardcore twerking, not like trying to earn some extra platinum twerking, but
Gently
like
twerking.
just gentle twerking, just sort of like I'm feeling your vibe twerking.
Oh my god.
I can take them if I can be potion bitch.
Yeah. I feel like you've kind of needed the potions the most so far. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Because it's my fault if they don't finish.
It's always your fault. Everything is your fault.
It's always the man's fault if women don't finish stuff.
She has a point.
She does have a point. I'm not going to fight that one because there's no way for me to win that one.
Nope.
You're a little bit outnumbered.
So in a flash of teleportation light, and there is no twerking unless you want there to be.
No.
I'm twerking. Don't tell me I can't twerk. I'm just gonna twerk if she wants to.
You can leave your cares behind because if your
Is
friends don't twerk.
Is there like Doctor Who noises as she twerks through the universe?
Jesus.
Hey,
That's funny.
at least you don't
That's
hear the
hilarious.
sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
Oh my god, no.
I am glad you made it out of that without mentioning the sucking sound of the dark between the stars.
And occasionally creates a sucking whisper. What is it? Milky voice whispers? I don't remember.
You made it worse.
Between-
How did you make it worse?
Because I said moist. That made it worse.
And milky. Let's not overlook milky, please.
I think, is it milky actually in there?
They
Did I
are
just
milky
make
white
it up?
tentacles. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Rather you didn't.
Lots of D words.
All the
Dazzling
words.
Dee Dee.
Dazzling
Oh
Dee Dee.
dear God.
That's her Vegas name.
Dump truck Dee Dee.
She got that dump truck.
She got that dumpy.
Yep.
She kind of thick for a goblin.
You actually managed to convince the captain of this boat, Lord Dryland, to engage in some BDSM with your party.
Hoes make the world go round, baby. Oh.
Oh my god.
Right, but it's Melitus. You're in the city of Melitus, right?
Sure. Sure. Whatever you say, DM.
Yeah. I don't want people to go back and look and be like correcting me.
You mean me?
Yes.
So Muddy had two courses of study. She had her unofficial one, which was, of course, furthering the never-ending march of capitalism via illicit substances. And then the other one is she is doing a research internship in the labs.
Okay.
Trying to force evolution on pests.
Is Maudie trying to amass an army of pests?
She's not
trying.
avoiding it. Basically, if anything goes wrong, is it really going wrong?
Happy little accidents.
Yeah. So
Yep.
theoretically, I could stick it in his butthole, but I'm trying not to sexually assault people.
I'm gonna say I just rolled an 18.
Like around the ankle.
It takes teamwork makes the dream work.
My dice are cursed. Like, that's just what this is.
Hey, Madame, who's not supposed to vape in the house, is doing it on camera.
Hear you.
Jasparo our roommate gets a danger cutie. That sounds pretty radical.
Danger cutie. Oh my god, she's so precious.
Hey, Madi, are you guys just hanging out, or do you think you're gonna like be best friendies?
So I think,
I mean, I don't mean to rush you.
like, I don't want to like rush things and all, but like, I would die for her. She can do it extra better.
So, the poor...
I mean, I can grease this pole extra better, but...
But no, I guess I'm just saying, you know what, you're right. Can you point out to me a doll that is comparable for, you know, common conversation that has...
All right, here we go, folks. Desktop audio, there we go. Hey, welcome to our stream tonight. Tonight is the Roki and Nightminnow show. Wave hello, everybody.
Hello.
We didn't want to take a third week in a row off, so we have something fun planned specifically
Wait, I thought we only took 1 week off.
Well, remember, it was you guys. We took one off. Did we take?
No, the only one we took off was the one you were in Vegas.
Oh. Well, it feels like we took more than that off because I didn't play any of my other games while I was gone either. It's been like 3 weeks since I played D&D, and I'm jonesing.
Oh, well, we only had the 1 week.
Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate that. What?
I can't see you.
You can't see me?
Uh-uh.
Are you looking at Skype or are you looking at Twitch?
Well, I'm on Twitch.
Okay.
And it
Flip
still
me back
says...
the other direction, Seth.
Wait, are we, like, streaming right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. No, I still can't see you. Hold, please.
Really? And Rachel, you'd like me to flip you?
Yes. Sorry, it's really fucking with my head.
Okay, that's fine. Let me find you.
No, it says we'll be
Not used to looking at me that direction.
Let me make sure. Twitch, where are you?
Oh, wait. I got
Yep.
it.
There you go. All right, cool.
Wait. I don't feel like I got it anymore.
I don't got it. I don't got it. All right, hold on. Transform. I will flip you horizontally. How's that? Better?
I think so. Is that right? No. It hasn't shown up on my end yet. Hold on. Let me see if I flip in a second.
Are you looking at... Yeah, are you looking at Twitch or Skype?
Yeah, I'm looking at Twitch.
All right, so I flipped it on Twitch. It'll show up in a second.
Okay, Skype, I'm the right direction. There we go. Thank you.
Hey.
Oh, that's so much better. I
There
don't know
you
why
go.
it's so jarring.
I don't know.
Apparently,
my
I'm not
question-
the one that feels that way though.
No, and it's funny because some of my other players, they like to wear things with sayings on their shirt. And when I flip them, because they wanted me to flip them, you can't read the sayings, and they're like, well, you got to flip me back. Oh, no, you can't do that, because it makes me feel weird. So I'm fucked either way. Anyway.
They should just get shirts with the words printed on them backwards.
Funny, interestingly enough, I got a Spell Slut t-shirt off of off of Amazon, and they no longer sell it. I literally went back to buy a bunch of them for my players, and they don't sell the shirt anymore. It's just gone. So, just thought you'd like to know. All right. Hello, everybody. It is I, DM, or Seth, or that asshole. Tonight is episode 3.5, we're calling it. Not episode 4, episode 3.5. And it is the Roki and Nightminnow show. Why don't you introduce yourself? And let's start with Rachel and Roki.
Hi, I'm Rachel and/or Rocky. I am an 8-foot-tall Goliath barbarian who is from the Nether regions, which is just below the Nether Mountains. And I am an amateur surgeon, and I like to wear people as backpacks.
Yes. And do you want to tell us anything about Feed the Scene?
I, in my spare time, run a free band hostel, and I am a concert promoter, and I just bought a bar that we are restoring called the Sidebar in Baltimore.
Where are we on that? The look on
right
your face
now,
tells me
we've
volumes.
closed out, we're just about closed out on our demo permit, and then I have a meeting with the structural engineer for the floor, and the plumber, and someone else. We just had one with the HVAC guy, so we can get a formal set of plans, so we can submit those to the city to get an approval for the structural permit that we need for the rebuild.
Perfect. All right, now to Madame, who is shoveling food in her face.
Yeah. Nightminnow. I play a bard tiefling. I don't know what else to say. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about the gumbo.
Yeah,
Tell us about the gumbo.
Yeah, tell us about the gumbo.
I made it myself. It was my first time making it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty impressive for the first time.
What is it? What'd you put in it? I don't know gumbo, so.
What is this stuff? Oh, I had like jarred roux because I've never made it, but it's like celery, pepper, a bunch of seasoning, and then we did chicken thighs and sausage and tasso.
Nice.
So freaking good, honestly.
Very cool. That
I
does
wish
sound
we had
awesome,
smell-o-vision.
Famous last words. Anyway.
I just tried to drink my microphone.
It's gonna be that kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
May, you want to promo anything? Wait, where can we find you?
I'm everywhere on the internet as Maydoll, M-A-E, with 4 zeros. I have Lonely Hams. I got a lot of links on there.
Lonely
I don't
Hams.
know. I post a lot of pictures of my cleavage.
I love Lonely Hams. That's awesome.
Wait,
I'm gonna
what's
use that.
Lonely Hams?
OnlyFans. Lonely Hams.
Oh. I was like, since we were just talking about Tasso, I was like, but it's in there with the chicken and the other stuff. It's not lonely.
That's when you just use the tasso and gumbo.
I'm just apparently very, very literal tonight.
And that will serve you in good stead. So, I introduced myself. I'm DM, yada, yada, yada. Don't worry about me. I'm just a guy. And does anybody remember how we left off last game?
Oh, hold on. We were in the house. Oh, wait. We were trying to figure out if we were going to sell the house. No. Yeah, if we were to sell the house or if we were going to move our detective agency bag of dicks into the house.
Yup.
And we fought. No, did we fight something?
You went down into the basement, and Nightminnow had.
You were going to pay in blood.
Yep.
And then we never got an actual answer on the exchange rate of blood.
There is something in the manor, in Trollskull Manor. There's something there that is.
We picked bedrooms.
Oh, you did pick bedrooms. That's right.
All
right.
I think there was something else that happened.
You guys didn't make the decision yet, but I'm going to set this game. It is a very cunning plan. I'm going to set this game before you make that decision. So you can either decide that you are sleeping in bedrolls in Trollskull Manor, or you are still staying in the old Bag o' Dicks Detective Agency.
Yeah, I don't think we could make a decision on selling the house without everyone present.
We could. It would be funny.
Yep. or literally turning it into any kind of business without them. Be like, guess what we did?
Well, I mean, realistically, Nightminnow, it affects you the most, so you should have the most say about whether we keep it or not, because it's taking over your brain.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm gonna sit back and you guys tell me where you're staying. You guys can have the discussion in character and tell me how you're feeling about, where you want to be sleeping at night.
So, are we approaching this as if that thing left the house and it is now evening and we need to go to bed?
We can do it that way. I just want to know where you are spending your time.
I just didn't know if this was an imminent decision or...
Let's make it an imminent decision. Where are you going to sleep tonight?
It's now an evening and we're going to bed.
That's correct.
Nightminnow, since it's just you and me, where do you want to sleep? Do you want to sleep in the place that you keep disappearing in your brain in, or do you want us to go back to Bag of Dicks?
I would rather go back to Bag of Dicks, for sure.
Okay, Bag of Dicks it is.
All right. Great. So, and by the way, all 5 of you are here. As you're walking back to Bag of Dicks, Aravire peels off and says, well, she's got to get back to the academy. She wants to do some research. And you look around and Scooter's just gone. She does whatever Scooter does. And she's just immediately disappeared.
With her girlfriend.
That's entirely likely. And Ogosh says to you, she's got to do something with the Fighters Guild. So they all 3 of them peel off from you as you walk out of the house, and it's just you 2 walking back to the Bag o' Dicks Detective Agency.
Jeez.
When you arrive, there is a note nailed to the door.
Let's read the note.
Who's picking up the note?
Rocky.
I'll pick up the note.
I'm just picturing Nightminnow just steps back and like pushes Rocky towards the note. All right. As you reached for the note, it sort of, in an origami way, opens itself up and reads itself aloud to you and says,
okay.
Raynar tells you you're a good bet. There are tickets awaiting you for the opera tomorrow night at Lightsinger Theater in the C Ward. If you're interested, meet Mert at intermission. Private Box C. Formal attire required.
See, my boyfriend loves me.
Oh.
He wouldn't send us concert tickets if he didn't love me.
Well, remember, it started with Raynar tells us you are a good bet. So this is not from Raynar.
Sent them. I completely don't believe the note. Raynar says it. He's a secret message to me directly because he's in love with me and he wants me to come meet him at this concert.
All right.
I'm going to get real fancy.
All right. Rocky, you do not have any fancy clothes.
It doesn't matter. If you've ever seen an 8-foot-tall Goliath barbarian in fucking heels, it's going to be stellar.
I love it. That's awesome. Oh, and you remember, of course, that the Devil's Delight and Bookworm's Treasure, one of the shops on Troll Skull Alley, is run by a married couple, a Dragonborn and a Tiefling, and it is a high fashion store. The Tiefling runs the high fashion part, and the Dragonborn up in the attic runs a bookstore. So they're probably closed for the night now, but you could certainly go and find them in the morning and see what it is they've got for an 8-foot Goliath to wear to the opera.
Wonderful. So we should take a long rest right now, correct? And let everyone get their powers back, and we'll just tell them all next week.
If you guys would like to do anything else tonight, we can do that. Otherwise, I will say take a long rest, and we'll start in the morning.
Does that make sense to you, Minnow?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a rest.
All right, go ahead and hit it. Do you know how to do it on your character sheet? If you have questions, let me know.
Long rest.
And make sure you hit confirm.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, it's the morning.
All right. The day it's a bright, clear summer day. Or are we in fall? We were in fall, aren't we? It's a bright, clear autumn day. And you are awoken by the sound of knocking on the door of Bag of Dicks.
Is it a gentle rapping at our chamber door?
It's pretty loud. Somebody's pretty insistent. They're not saying anything, but they're knocking pretty insistently.
Okay, I'll go answer the door. I'm big.
All right. There is it is one of the Messengers Guild, and they look at you and say, Nightminnow?
Yes.
Sign here. And they present
it first before I sign it.
Give me what do we do? What's your intelligence?
None, probably.
What is your intelligence score?
-1.
So, are you an 8 or a 9?
Yeah, it's an 8.
Okay, you can read common, very, very brokenly, but you can read it, and it says something about acknowledging receipt of tickets to the opera.
Oh, yes, that's fine. I'll sign it.
All right, what are you signing? Are you signing Nightminnow or are you signing... Actually, I need you to give me just a straight intelligence check to see if you sign it Rocky or Nightminnow.
Is that... I just click the -1? Wait, no.
Yep.
Wait, am I in... Which line of things am I clicking? Sorry, my brain hurts
All right,
today.
yes, you click the -1.
The one that's across the top.
The one right across the top. This is just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Candygram for Mongo.
I got a 0.
You rolled a 1 and got a 0.
Yep.
All right, Nightminnow, are you behind? Are you behind her?
Yeah, I'm hiding behind her.
All right, you see her reach out and like draw a smiley face where the where the signature line is.
Oh, I drew a dick.
Or there you go. The messenger just looks down and smiles and says thank you, and hands you a little package with tickets inside it.
Wonderful.
He's holding his hand out.
I'll shake it.
Thank you for that
It was
wonderful
lovely to meet you.
for that wonderful tip as he just backs away.
Nightminnow, tip the man.
He's just backing away at this point. He's just shaking his head and walking. So we're done.
I'm not to not give this guy money. Hold on.
No, he's gone. He's gone. The moment has passed.
You can't do that to me. I'm chasing him down the street and I'm throwing money at him.
All right.
Where is my pile of money? It's in my inventory.
Yeah, you don't want to give him more than like a copper or two. Don't.
Cool.
Don't
I'll
go
give
nutty.
him 1 copper.
He thanks you and he's obviously trying to not have to deal with you anymore and is trying to
Wonderful.
walk away. So, formal attire required. What are 2 orphans running a detective agency going to do for formal attire for the opera?
We are going to find a whole bunch of woodland creatures to sew us clothing while we sing.
I'm gonna wear my adventure clothes in case it turns into something K-Razzy.
Tell me what that looks like.
I don't know what I wear every day. I didn't think that far.
So if you're like, they're not going to let you in, you know, right? As a member of the Bards, like being a Bard, you know that if you show up at Lightsinger Theater in adventuring clothes, they're not going to let you in. If you show up in armor, they're not going to let you in.
I feel like this is a setup.
Do you have a dress that can also be armor with shoes that maybe the heels come off of so they can be flat later?
Somebody please clip that. Every game I play in with women who have to get formal clothes, they literally want dagger or boomerang heels.
Oh, I
Every
just want it to
game.
be flat so in case she has to run, she
Oh.
doesn't trip and fall. Like,
God.
Hey, I'm good at running in heels. I was a stripper for 3 years, so we're
Wonderful.
fine there.
I'm not good at running in
But
heels.
is Nightminnow good at running in
Yeah. She was
I'll
a
believe
stripper
it.
for 3 years.
Alrighty then. Again, I will mention that
So we're gonna have to go to that store, right?
it is, you know, you've met them before. You don't know them well, but as a member of the community on Troll Skull Alley, you know that it is Rishal the page turner and Serena is his wife, the tiefling.
Well, we don't need any books. We just need clothes, right? Unless we're gonna wear books.
I mean, I don't know. Is your name Bjork?
I mean, it could be. It's Björk, like work, not pork. I read that in Rolling Stone magazine once.
You're absolutely right. I remember hearing that years ago, and it just went right on my brain. All right.
Hey,
Well,
Nightminnow, you want to go clothes shopping?
I guess.
I mean, I don't really want to either, but like, I gotta go see my boyfriend.
Oh my lord. All right.
as you're making this decision, you're frozen in place as a voice rings through your brain. Both
This
of your
is
brain.
Nightminnow's brain, right? Not my brain.
No. It actually happens to both of you, right?
I have a
And
whole
it
brain?
says you do. And it is a voice speaking in your brain in a very commanding tone. I am Vajra Safar. Come to Blackstaff Tower, Aravire. Bring your friends. And then the voice stops.
Wait, that's
Did
not where the
Airfire put us all on speakerphone?
May, what a nightmare, what?
That's not where the opera is it?
No, it's not.
Well, I'm not gonna go there.
Yep. And if you guys want to give me insight checks, I will see what you can tell from that message.
Oh my lord, I got a 10.
Your DC was a 10. Let's see what Rocky gets.
I got an 8.
Nightminnow,
I don't know anything.
you are convinced that message was for Aravire, and Aravire, you are ancillary, right? It's if she would like to bring her friends to Blackstaff Tower, that's fine. But that message was mainly for her.
Okay, I'll probably tell Rocky that, and we can ignore it and go about our shopping day.
Cool.
Okay.
We'll just remember to ask her about it next time we see her. Like, hey, that message we all got. Stop hitting reply all on your mental messages.
Stop hitting, wizard reply all. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. Do I have a... I think I have a... Yeah, I do. Haha. There's the map of Troll Skull Alley. It is on top of the Twitch stream, on top of my face. So we can still see your lovely faces.
We're in Owlbear Rodeo.
No. Just watch the Twitch stream. I pulled it up over my head.
That's
The Devil's Delight and Bookworm's Treasure is T6. So it is on the western side of the map.
Alright. And we're
Yep.
T2?
T5 is Bag of Dicks, and T1 is Troll Skull Manor. So right in the center there. Yep. Yeah, like I said, this is your community, right? These are the people...
I don't know why I thought we were Bag of Dicks was over by T2. I have no idea.
I don't know. Who are the people in your neighborhood? I mean... Oh, thanks, Night of Blah. I appreciate it. All right. You walk out of Bag o' Dicks. The little bell rings, and you look up and see your Bag o' Dicks sign hanging in the air there.
Not that I love seeing more than a bag of dicks in the air.
Yeah. You hang a right and walk on down the street, and right in front of you is it's a 3-story row house. It's well maintained. There's some gas lights out front. It is, you can tell that a higher class of person shops here than would normally come to Troll Skull Alley.
Sounds like New Orleans, but not gross.
It doesn't smell like sewer.
Yeah.
We bathed, so neither do we.
No, actually, where is the bag of dead bodies that Rocky is carrying? Is she still carrying it, or is it back in the hotel, in the Bag of Dicks?
What are you,
how many dead bodies do I have left?
Well, I need to know.
I
need to know how the NPCs are going to respond to you, because you're either going to reek of dead body or not.
Hold on, that's what I'm looking.
The obvious answer is I left them all back in the agency, but
so technically I used the corpse pieces when I tried to sew them onto. Okay, so I have a dead gazer and a piece of goblin corpse. And all the pickled dragonflies.
Nightminnow, it's pretty rank. You can choose to say something to Rocky or not.
I'll put the bag back in the house.
I think it's part of her charm.
Yeah, I'm charming.
Up to you. Tell me what you're doing. I just need to know to see how the NPCs will respond to you.
I'll probably warn her, but if that's how she wants to go about her life, then so be it.
I'm gonna leave them home just this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the corpses home when I go shopping and the opera. Okay.
Yeah, just because the fancy bill. I'm still probably bring the corpses to the opera. You never know when someone might need emergency surgery.
Oh my god. All right.
A doctor is called when a doctor is called.
Yes. You open the door. Who's opening the door? Who's going first?
Rocky.
I'm just Nightminnow security at this point, so I'll open the door.
All right. You open the door, and a very small bell rings, and you see a bluish violet tiefling with striking ice blue eyes and black horns in gorgeous velvet walking toward you. And she says, "Ah, the detectives. How can I help you today?"
We have to figure out how to be pretty.
"Oh, my dear, you're lovely. What do you mean pretty?" "Oh, you mean socially
My
acceptable."
fiance is going to be at this ball, and I am an 8-foot-tall, corpse-carrying Cinderella.
She looks at Nightminnow and says, "And the translation of that is..."
We're going to the opera.
"Ah, which house?"
Did you tell us that?
I did. You can read it back. It is the Lightsinger Theater.
Lightsinger Theater.
She takes the information in and says, "You'll need to appear a little wealthier than you do now. We can make this work. When do you need the clothing by?"
Tonight, right?
Yeah.
"Oh. Since you are members of the community and I've never actually sewn a gown for a Goliath before. Normally there would be a very large surcharge for same day. However, let's say 5 gold pieces apiece, and I will deck you out in whatever finery we can find here." And she starts whisking you over towards the dressing rooms.
Am I able to haggle with her, or at least attempt to?
You can absolutely do that. Give me a persuasion check.
Woo! 21.
All right. Let's see. That was pretty high, so I'm going to give you a 40%. She'll do them for 3 gold pieces apiece.
Okay. Wonderful.
However, when asked, you must make it very clear that you are wearing what is the name of the store? That you are wearing a Devil's Delight original.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. What color? Let's see. What colors would you like? You, black, obviously.
Yeah.
You meant me too, right?
Well,
Black for
okay.
everyone.
So just for my edification, right? What is Nightminnow's skin coloring as a tiefling? Is she reddish, bluish, purplish?
Red.
So she's sort of pinkish red or like deep devil red.
I would say like deep devil red.
Okay. Oh yes, definitely black for you. How about Rocky? So most Goliaths have like slate colored, ranging from like pure, like almost albino white to dark gray. So tell me what color Rocky is, for the most part.
I didn't realize I was gray.
Yep, Goliaths.
Am I colorblind?
If you want to be colorblind, you can be. I mean,
maybe I just didn't realize I wasn't colorblind. I don't know.
Technically, if you're colorblind, you probably still know you're a shade of gray.
But I'd think everything was a shade of gray.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wouldn't know if I was gray or not.
well, you would think humans were gray too. Yeah, you would think humans were gray too.
But that's what I'm saying is I wouldn't know if I was actually gray. I just think everything was gray. So I could be wrong. I just would accidentally happen to be right.
You tell me. And really, we're just trying to figure out what colors Rocky is wearing to the theater.
Sure, I'm light gray. I'm a mountainous person. I need to be able to hide in the snow.
All right. So you're like sort of a light slate color? I see the wheels
No.
turning.
I'm Dove Gray.
You are Dove Gray. There we go. It is canon now that Rocky is Dove Gray.
I am Dove Gray.
As they are... sorry, pardon me.
I would also make a black dress.
As Serena is... Okay, she says we can make that work. For an extra 2 gold, we can make them leather. You seem like folks who would appreciate that.
I have a question. If I do that, can I have like a cute leather corset?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you're gonna meet someone tonight, and that will make a lot of sense why you were wearing a corset. So.
Okay. Ooh, sounds sexy. I'm in.
Excellent. All right. She says, if you'll leave me to my work, what time will you be back this evening? And we'll do the final fitting.
I don't remember.
Let's say 5, because you'll need time to, make sure it fits and then get in the carriage and get to the theater. Well, most people, and she's letting you know in her roundabout way that you should probably arrive in a carriage and you should probably bring some extra money to check your cloak.
All right.
Noted. Do we have cloaks?
Yeah, you obviously have cloaks, and you can wear your street cloaks. Nobody's going to.
I'm glad that was obvious to you. I clearly had to ask.
If you look in your character sheet, you have normal clothes. It says somewhere in there, probably in like notes or whatever. It would say inventory, then other possessions or equipment, or all. Probably somewhere down there it would say like.
Yes, I have common clothes.
There you go.
Adventuring
so common.
gear.
So common.
Social and outer wear.
Is there anything you guys want to do during the day? Ogosh and Aravire and Scooter are still missing. Not missing, but they're off somewhere doing whatever it is they do.
Not my problem. What? Can we pregame?
Can you? Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we're getting drunk first?
Hell yeah, it's cheaper if you pregame.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get drunk because I am very big and unwieldy. And we have to go to a fancy place, and
Yep.
I don't want to knock anything over.
All right. Do you guys want to do anything else, or do you want to fast forward in time?
Fast forward.
Do we need to do hair or makeup, or is that just assumed we can do those things?
It's assumed you can do all that stuff.
Wonderful. Then let's fast forward.
All right, you fast forward. The sun is hanging low in the western sky, and a runner, one of the urchins that is just everywhere around the city, knocks at your door and just yells, Serena says clothes are ready.
Okay, let's go.
All right. You walk back down the street. You have your tickets in your pocket. Serena ushers you into the store and presents you with gorgeous clothes designed custom for you. Black leather corsets with, do you want skirts or pants?
Scants.
Actually, they're split riding pants. They're
Yeah.
She's trying to make some sort of
Gaucho pants.
statement.
Oh, that's gonna
Yes.
be ugly. No one wants that.
Definitely a skirt.
Okay, then they're skirts. She says, I will happily, she looks at you and says, perhaps not the she's looking at the sword that is taller than most humans. She says, you can leave all of that here. I will gladly watch it for you.
No.
They shan't let you in with that.
Are you sure?
I am certain.
What if we make it its own corset?
It doesn't have a ticket.
Okay, that's a problem. So
I
guess my
will
bag
say,
of corpses also doesn't have a ticket.
correct. If you would like to hide a dagger strapped to your thigh or your calf, I will let you do that. You're going to have to make a check for me.
Hold on, what's in my... I don't think I have any of those. I could hide a shovel.
You don't have a dagger at all?
I don't think so. I have a javelin of lightning. I have a
No,
great
right.
sword and hand axes and another javelin.
Yep.
And a bag of corpses.
I have a loot you can borrow.
Strangely enough, you hear the bell ring by the door. You look around, and you see Scooter's form rushing back out through the door after having deposited 2 daggers on the table behind you.
Oh, how
Well,
lovely.
I have a dagger.
Well, now I have 2.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right. I'm not going to tell you what the DC is. I would like each of you to give me a... Let's say a sleight of hand or stealth, whichever you're better at.
13.
I'm equal at both, but I don't have either.
That's fine. Then just pick one.
Okay.
I'm waiting to see this roll.
I got an 18.
Nice.
All right. All right. You both believe. You both believe that you have hidden a dagger on your person somewhere so well that no one will see it. And honestly, you did it right in front of Serena, and she didn't notice. So,
Wonderful.
at least you don't think she noticed.
She didn't.
You sure of that?
Yeah.
She says, I've taken the liberty of summoning a carriage for you, and it will deposit you at Lightsinger Theater within the half hour.
Thank you. That was very nice.
It was, wasn't it? Make sure. Who are you wearing? I'm going to see if you guys remember.
God.
Dead something.
Dragon. Nope.
Devil. Something devil. Death of
Devil. Divine.
Devil's Delight, actually. It is Devil's
Why
Delight.
did I think it had death in it?
Because you're you.
Oh, yeah.
Devil's Delight. Sounds like a cake.
Double D.
You get in the carriage, and the carriage is rocking on down the road. It's rickety, and you don't spend a lot of time in carriages. You spend more time walking, or in any way. You arrive at Lightsinger Theater. It is more fancy than you can possibly imagine. You've never been here before. It's a high-end establishment. There are pillars out front made of marble, beautiful, beautiful green, and it's got those black veins through it with the green marbling, and it just reminds you of wealth and money.
Penises.
And I submit to you that that's exactly what Rocky's brain is thinking.
I don't know whose penis you've been looking at, but they're very different than the ones I've seen.
You know, we're different species of people.
All right. Are you doing anything, or are you just going right up to the entrance? There are a lot of people arriving, people in their own coaches, like coaches they own, with their own footmen, their own drivers.
Should we look around and see if we notice anything untoward? Check it for traps.
You're checking the entire opera for traps. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you what, go ahead.
Nope.
Give me a perception check.
20.
All right. Wow, Rocky, you're staying. You both got 20s.
Got a 20.
All right. With those 20s,
We're so perceptive.
You are incredibly perceptive in this moment. In this moment, you look around and you see there is there's a very, very, very ornate coach. And as you're walking by, you notice that there's a little beholder symbol on the side of one of them. You look around again, and you see that there is a little flying snake on one of the other coaches. Interesting. That gang warfare isn't just limited to the street. The nobles, the wealthy people, this is where the people who fund those criminal enterprises, this is where they live, this is where they swim. This is the ocean in which they swim. So there are probably going to be deals that go down tonight. There are probably going to be all kinds of political interactions that happen here instead of in slum basements or in bars in the dock ward.
Mm.
And those are the things you notice with that ridiculously high perception check, both of you.
A lot to notice. Okay. I guess we should probably go in and find the person who gave us the tickets.
Right. I think before we do that, I'm gonna loudly say, "Oh my God, Rocky, you look so good. Who are you wearing?"
Oh yeah. I am wearing a Devil's Delight original.
Give me a performance check. And I'll let you have advantage, Rocky. Oh no, not Nightminnow, because you asked. Okay. Yeah, then it's good.
I'm rolling with advantage.
Go ahead, because Nightminnow is assisting you. She is using all of her bard skills to make you look better and sound better. $18 will do it. Nice. People are suitably impressed. You have done a really good turn for your community. Right? When you go about
Thanks, Nightminnow.
there will be in-game repercussions. Like, she will be happy with you, and this will actually affect how things play out in game.
Are repercussions bad?
No.
I thought they were inherently bad. Like
No. Yes, there will be good repercussions. A disembodied voice. Impressive.
As a concept, unless it was modified good, that all repercussions were bad.
Gotcha. The nobles take notice. They admire the quality work that Serena at Devil's Delight does, and yeah. You are being noticed now, though. Just to be clear, you are no longer nondescript. You are now the hot tiefling and the hot Goliath in these crazy outfits that have been custom built for you.
See, this is where it would be helpful to have a Scooter, because Scooter could be like running around searching people while we were here, but we don't have one.
What is Nightminnow's charisma?
Please. 17 plus 3.
7. Oh, your bonus is plus 3, but it's a 17?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So just to be clear, like a 17 charisma, mostly in game, is, model quality hotness. People want to be around someone with a 17 charisma.
Nice.
Raynar has a very high charisma. Right? People want to be around him.
I have a 0 charisma.
Yeah, what is your charisma? Is like a 10 or something? 10. No, you're average. You're average. But, next to people who have 17, 18 charismas.
That's what every Goliath wants to hear.
I know, right?
Average.
Raynar says, you're average. But you'll do.
Yes.
Oh my God. All right. Oddly enough, as you're walking in, out of the corner of your eye, you catch Raynar with Volo is there with him, and they both.
Another woman.
Oh, there are. They are incredibly attractive women, wearing the symbol of the Courtesans Guild.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just gonna go over and squeeze myself right in between him and them. That's fine. They're probably just friends.
Are you going over to talk to Lord Raynar?
Oh, 100%.
All right. And tell me what it is you're trying to do. Are you trying to sidle up next to him and put your arm around him, or?
Absolutely.
I need you to give me a performance check.
I perform.
Or persuasion,
fine,
actually. Give me a persuasion check.
I perform just.
You know, yep. I can't wait to see this roll. Nightminnow, are you going to do anything? Are you going to...
I got a 15!
You did get a 15. However, Raynar is decidedly... You get the sense from him that he is decidedly uninterested in you. However, he is humoring you.
I do not get that sense. I have completely missed that sense.
Nightminnow, you see this. It is blatantly obvious to you that Raynar is simply humoring Rocky. Friend Rocky, how are you?
Fiance Raynor, good to see you.
I was gonna say, I do have a spell called Cure Wounds, but I don't think it works on emotional.
No. You're trying to cure Rocky's emotional wounds when she inevitably finds out that...
I'm not gonna find out.
I have a charm person, but I don't know. It says a humanoid.
No, that's Raynar's humanoid. Just to be clear, though, if you try to charm a noble in the middle of a public event, they will know that they were charmed when the spell wears off, and that is incredibly bad form.
Never mind.
Like, you are socially aware enough to know that.
Shocking.
I know, right?
No, I'm gonna grow on him like a fungus, slowly but surely. He will love me someday.
All right. A bell rings off in the distance, and it is the symbol for the show will be starting momentarily. If you would all please take your seats. There's a herald comes out and starts talking about tonight's show, which is The Fall of Tiamat, an opera sung.
Herald.
And this opera is sung exclusively in Giant.
What the hell?
Wait, that means I'll understand it, right?
Do you speak Giant?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed giants and barbarians were the same thing. Just kidding.
I think you had an extra... I think you got that. Check and see if Goliaths can actually speak Giant.
Where does it tell me that?
It should be somewhere in languages.
Where's languages?
Bottom left-hand side of your sheet. Complete bottom. Armor, weapons, tools, languages.
Oh, I do speak Giant.
Well, I'm gonna have no fucking idea what's going on.
I'll tell you. It'll be a really bad translation, but I will give you the Cliff's Notes.
So you will actually be like one of 20 people in the audience that actually understands it.
What if I stood up and did an entire interpretive dance next to it?
You could certainly try. We'll see how that plays out.
That would really impress your boyfriend, I bet.
I think so. I think you're right. He would definitely love that giant a spectacle in a very fancy place.
Yep. He takes his leave from you as he is in a private box upstairs. Note, you are also in a private box upstairs.
My box, my choice.
Consent is key, friend.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else with us in there?
Yes, remember, you're supposed to meet someone named Mirt.
Mirt?
It's like a dweeb.
Yep.
How do you spell Mirt?
M-I-R-T.
Okay.
It absolutely is. That is the absolute reply for that. You can certainly try. Fuck around and find out is basic. It's DM for fuck around and find out. All right, you make your way upstairs, and you are farther on down the hall. There is a guard standing, and you see Raynar and Vol and their dates enter into the royal box. Yours is private box C. You open the door.
Entering it.
Inside are 4 seats. 2 of them are taken up by... You would not believe this. No. Well, maybe. You would not believe this unless you'd seen it. You look down. Maybe, to you, Rocky, maybe hip height, is the most astoundingly beautiful halfling you've ever seen. She has long blonde hair, beautiful blue eyes, and she is wearing almost.
A Devil's Delight original?
Yeah, almost exactly what you all are wearing. And she winks at you and says, "Hello, I'm Mirt. Ah, I see Serena hooked you up as well. Let me introduce you to my friend." At that point, your eyes pick up from the ground. Hey, there's a cave girl. At that point, your eyes pick up from the ground, and there is a half-elf sitting there next to you. They are bald, in black leather completely, shoulder to toe, striking, piercing purple eyes. And they introduce themselves as... I wrote it down. They introduce themselves as Executive Rilke. Give me a Nightminnow. You get to roll with advantage. Give me a history check.
Are we both doing that, or
Yes.
just
Nightminnow. Well, you can both roll it. Nightminnow gets advantage.
Okay.
No, but thank you.
Oh,
My
Lord.
lovely wife has just brought me my glasses, which I don't need right now, but I apparently left
I got
them
a
near her
16.
computer.
Nope, I got a 15 because I forgot.
You got a 15.
I'm not very good at history.
All right. Let's see what you rolled.
No.
Oh my God, you rolled a 4 and a 2.
No.
I'm going to.
Wait. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong.
Yeah, you did 1d20 plus 2. Go ahead, roll d20 again. Go do the check again.
Oh fuck, hold on.
Oh fuck, hold please.
Oh my God.
This is perfect, actually. I'm gonna take over Rocky for a second. Rocky elbows Nightminnow in a really, really like not actually quiet voice. Rocky says, "Hey, I think that's the person in charge of the Courtesans Guild. I think that's the head honcho."
Hey, we need him.
You have no idea. Picture Tilda Swinton in this outfit. You have no idea if it. You don't know who Tilda Swinton
We
is?
need them.
No.
Yeah, you have. I'll show you a picture later. You have no idea if this half elf is male or female. They are utterly androgynous.
Oh,
But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Hold on. I got to send you a picture of Tilda Swinton.
I just
in the
googled
chat.
it. She was in Chronicles of Narnia, so now I know.
Got it. And they step forward and hold out their hand to Nightminnow first and say, "Hello, dear. Welcome. Please, have a seat." Do you take their hand?
No.
Are you intentionally snubbing them?
No, I don't know. Is that bad? That's bad.
You could
I mean,
bow.
the socially polite thing to do would be to shake their hand.
I would do a firm handshake then.
Okay. All right. And then the same to Rocky.
I will pick you up and hug you.
Oh my.
I need you to give me an unarmed attack roll.
Why am I attacking?
You are trying to hug someone who is incredibly dexterous and is probably going to dodge out of the way. And
Oh, okay. Attack
consent is key, friend.
Where am I rolling?
Go into your attack rolls, and there should be an unarmed one. Unarmed strike.
Is that the ones across the top? No.
Into actions, and then it'll probably be under your biggest weapon at the bottom. Unarmed strike.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yep.
Unarmed strike. I don't want to. Not strike.
Remember, you're not trying to strike them.
Unarmed hug.
Yes, it is an unarmed hug, but you did not ask.
I rolled a 20.
All right. You rolled an exact 20? Or is it a dirty 20 or a real 20?
It's a 15 plus 5. It's a 20.
All right. Okay. Hold on. I literally set the DC at 20, so I'm going to give them a dodge. I'm going to give them a dexterity save. Dexterity
Why
save.
do they want a dexterity save? What if they want to hug me?
All right. They don't. They literally are the head of the Courtesans Guild. They don't know you at all, and you're trying to hug them.
They don't want to hug me. I look hot.
So when was the last time you walked into the strip club and they let you hug the girls whenever you felt like it?
This isn't the girl. I did not hug any of the girls.
This isn't a girl, it's a they them.
That's correct. All right, you actually managed to catch them in a hug. You can tell they are very uncomfortable. And they look up and say, "Please release me."
Okay.
And they step back and they're just shaking their head a little bit, like, "Have a seat. Enjoy the show. We'll talk at intermission."
Okay.
All right, are you guys taking a seat?
Oh yeah, and we're totally having a Pretty Woman moment where like I'm understanding the play and laughing and looking through my little glasses that don't work.
And you actually understand. It is sung in Giant. You speak Giant. It is the story of... Here, I'll tell you exactly what it's the story of.
A girl?
No. It is the fall of
It's the
Tiamat,
story of a
queen
girl.
of evil dragons. It is a story about how she intended to subjugate the world to evil dragons, decimate the human population, and keep all of Faerun for herself. And she was defeated at a place called the Well of Dragons. And you're explaining all of this. And she was defeated by a coalition of heroes and demigods that did not wish to see the world plunge into darkness.
Wonderful.
And that is what the opera is about. And you are explaining all of this to Nightminnow as we go on.
Yes.
All right. Both of you, I would like to give me perception checks, please, before we get to intermission.
Nice.
All right. Rocky? Oh, I'm waiting. All right.
11.
Rocky is oblivious. She's just so utterly into the opera and everything that's going on. Out of the corner of your eye, Nightminnow, you catch Mirt and Rilke holding hands.
The one she just hugged?
No, the one that Rocky just hugged. Yeah.
Is holding hands with the very
With the-
pretty blonde lady.
The very pretty blonde halfling that is 3 feet tall.
That's sizest.
I mean, she is a halfling. And that's all. You catch that. That's some information you can keep in the back of your brain. You can share it with Rocky or anybody later. The opera comes to a natural stopping point. It is intermission. The lights come up, and there's a knock on the door. And Mirt stands up and says, that must be refreshments. She answers the door and grabs from a serving person, a bottle of champagne and 4 glasses. She puts the chairs in sort of a circle and says, "Please, join us for a drink." I'm assuming you both sit down to have a drink with them?
Yeah, but are we able to do like a perception check to tell if we like should drink it?
Why don't you give me an insight check?
Oh my god. I might be getting roofied.
Rocky, give me an insight check.
Hold on. Oh. Wait.
Yeah, Nightminnow, you are... They're absolutely friendly. They're your best buddies in the world. There's nothing could possibly go wrong here.
I rolled a 2.
Rocky, you're even more convinced that they're your best buddies.
I
in the world.
love them. I mean, I already hugged them.
All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
I have a detect magic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to do that, or will they be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
As long as you're not casting a spell at them, they might be, why are you using magic here? There's, give me, you know what? As a bard, no one else can see you do it. They might be able to tell you're doing magic because you suspect that they're more than they appear. But you're not doing anything that would encroach on their personal space. You're not touching them. You're not attacking them. So they just, them. You think it might cause a raised eyebrow, but not a what the fuck are you doing?
Or I have identify.
I mean, identify is when you don't know what a magic item is.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you want to try casting it, I will allow it, and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay.
Nothing.
What the heck?
As you cast the spell, let's see. You notice a sort of bluish white glow coming from underneath Mirt's skirt, kind of around the same place that you have a dagger strapped. And you also see...
What a sneaky bitch.
And you also see... Well, she could say the same about you.
Yeah.
And you also see that Executive Rilke has several rings that are glowing and a necklace that is glowing to your sight right now.
Can I whisper this to Rocky?
If you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
They're being sneaky.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if they notice you casting the spell. That would be a 7, so no, they do not notice you.
Aha.
You're so good, Sneaky.
It's going to be funny, though, because as they pour the drink and sit down at the table, they exchange a glance, and both of them pull a small emblem on a necklace out of their, from under their clothing, and they let it hang.
Oh, no.
And they are
Nightminnow, they're looking for a unicorn. Run away.
Yeah, they are little lyres. It's, a little harp with some strings. They're little golden harps. And Mirt looks at you, Nightminnow in particular, and says, Rainier has good things to say about you and your friends. And your agency.
Doubtful.
We would like to hire you. We would like to have you work for us. I represent the Harpers. And Raynar has said that you're quite effective. Would you like to work for us?
Can you tell us more about the job?
Are we able to tell if they're, trustworthy?
I need you guys... You know what? You don't even have to give me a check. You have heard about the Harpers. They are much like the Bregan Darth and the Zentarum and the Xanathar's Guild are the gangs in the city. There are several forces for good. The Harpers are one of them. They try to work through political means, through bards in particular, to keep to spy on evil things that are going on in the world, to help the downtrodden. You've heard rumors of the Harpers. You don't know anyone who's ever been a member, but they are, for all intents and purposes, a force for good in the world. So I'm not even making you roll for that. You know this. You've heard these as rumors. And this person sitting in front of you is telling you that they are a member and they would like you to work for them.
Are we going to get paid for it?
I don't see why not.
Okay, what's the sitch?
So, the first few will be sort of easier tests of loyalty to make sure that we don't share any information, sensitive political information, with people who are intemperate. She looks right at Rocky and says, "You're not intemperate, are you?"
I hope not.
Her eyes are glinting and she's smiling as she says it. She knows she's talking to a barbarian. The first thing I'd like you to do is find our friend, Maxine.
Don't keep losing your friend.
How many people are we looking for right now?
No, we found all the other people we were looking for.
You're looking for a horse. Her name is Maxine.
Oh.
A horse?
Indeed, a draft horse.
Oh.
She's one of the drays that works here in the city. She pulls a carriage, and she just prefers to spend her time as a horse. She'll speak to you if you can find her.
I just figured that was a horse that was made of beer, but not bottled.
As long as it's not a 6-pack with a trans person on it, fine.
As long as it's not horse.
I know, it's just shitty beer anyway, but God forbid, you know. We want you to find Maxine.
Maxine.
Okay, what color? And what?
You can usually find her in the dock ward, pulling loads from the docks up into the castle district. Oh my God, really?
He was pulling loads.
Pulling loads.
Forward.
And you get a good description. She is a gray mare with, a little bit of white on the forelock, and you get a good description. I can't tell you exactly. I don't know how to describe a horse because I don't really know fuck all about it.
I used to ride horses when I was younger.
Same.
Yep. Of course you did. So you get a great description, and you also get Rilke speaks up, and they say, when you found Maxine, please come and find me. Right?
Okay.
I would
bring Maxine to you, or just locate Maxine and then tell you where Maxine is?
Oh no, Maxine will have information that we require. So,
but if you know where Maxine is,
we
can't
don't.
You just ask Maxine herself.
They look down at themselves, and then they look down at Mirt. We are observed everywhere we go. We would like Maxine to remain undercover. So please, go find Maxine, have a conversation with Maxine, and relay the information Maxine has to us.
Yes. For how much money?
Let's start simple. Let's say 5 gold pieces each.
Sure, that's great.
Wonderful. I'm going to do this, and Mandy is going to kill me. When you've found Maxine, please come and find me at the Gossamer Chateau.
Okay, the Gossamer Chateau.
Indeed. You have both heard that word, that name before, and that is the headquarters of the Courtesans Guild. It is in the which district is it in? It is in the North Ward. The North Ward is where
I love my favorite ward.
Yep. Well, the North Ward is
Cleaver, North Ward.
Nobles aplenty live in the North Ward. Has taverns, shops. The tenor of the area is more reserved and old money, except for the Gossamer Chateau. However, for all you know, the Gossamer Chateau is old money itself. Exactly. A little bell rings, and the next act is about to begin. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about with Rilke and Mirt?
Okay, Maxine is a gray horse, and we know what she looks like, and we know what we're supposed to do. I don't think we have any more questions, do we? No. I can't think of anything else.
All right. The lights start to dim, and the second act begins. And I'm going to
so good.
Yep. Is there anything you want to do while this is going on? Otherwise, I'm going to skip to the end and everyone filing out of the theater.
I'm just giving it a standing ovation. It was fucking amazing.
It was it really was an amazing show. The audience is incredibly appreciative. There's a standing ovation. Yeah.
I'm just stoked I could understand it.
All right. Mirt and Rilke stand up. They look at you and say, well, hopefully we will see you soon at the chateau. Yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. We'll take our leave. And they begin to walk out of the booth. Anything else?
Probably shouldn't hug them goodbye, right?
Roll intelligence, Rocky. Give me an intelligence check.
I'm not good at that.
Yep, I know. I'm waiting.
Fine.
Seems like a great idea to hug her goodbye, or hug them goodbye.
Yes.
Are you going to try doing it again?
I'm gonna leave it. They're too far away. They walk fast.
Seems like a great idea, though. Yeah.
It did. Like, in my heart of hearts, I know they would have loved it, but, you know. Gotta save the hugs. You can't just give them all away. Like, you know, have a finite amount of them.
Perfect. You walk out, and Raynar and Volo are already gone. The theater is emptying, and there is there's yet again one of the ever-present urchins standing outside with a little sign that says, Roki and Nightminnow.
Is there a limo for us?
Carriage?
There is a carriage waiting for you.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Is it
and
free?
The urchin has no idea, but you walk up onto the you board the carriage, and the driver says, paid for gratis, care of the Harpers. So the carriage takes you back to Troll Skull Alley and deposits you in front of the alleyway that leads into the street. Troll Skull Manor is on your left. On your right, the street leads down to bed, and I see you guys yawning. I'm going to reduce it to 2 rolls. Let's do it that way.
For?
I said we were going to have a short game tonight.
Oh, okay.
So you wake up the next morning, and I'm assuming you make your way to the dock district to try to find Maxine.
Yeah.
If we get it, do we get another long rest?
Sure. Oh, I guess, yeah, that means Nightminnow gets her
right?
spells back. That means Nightminnow gets her spell back, so.
Let's
go ahead, take it. And I would like one of you to make an investigation check with advantage. I'm assuming you're helping each other. So whoever is better at investigation should probably make that check.
I have +3.
I have a -1. You should definitely do it.
I'm like, I should make you roll a disadvantage because Rocky's helping. 22. All right. You actually managed to find Maxine, or a horse that looks very much like Maxine, like well before lunch. You've only been walking around for half an hour, and you just laser focused. You see Maxine the horse. You're certain. Cheers from Minnesota.
We are really good at horse finding. We should really limit our scope of work to just
horse hunting edition.
So, Maxine, the horse, or the horse that you believe is Maxine, is pulling a load of, let's say, pickled herring from the docks up into the castle ward
we
for
love
delivery.
pickled things.
That's disgusting.
Indeed.
We should get some of it for Scooter, since she likes pickled stuff.
How are you approaching? There's a driver and a horse. How are you approaching them? And the driver appears to be a human man in basically very poor clothing.
Do we think that the driver knows that Maxine can talk and isn't always a horse?
Give me a perception check or investigation. Tell me how you're going about doing it. It'll actually depend on which.
I think we need to distract the driver, and then one of us can try to talk to the horse. just in case the horse is undercover.
It probably makes a lot of sense for the high charisma person to talk to the horse.
Okay, so I am going to stop the driver and try to haggle with him to buy some pickled herring for Scooter. And while I'm being loud and uncouth, you go talk to the horse.
All right. First, are you trying to intimidate the driver into selling you stuff, or are you trying to persuade the driver?
Oh no, I'm just trying to eat up time.
All right, but how are you doing it? Are you doing it in a cajoling, like, hey, sell me some, or you better stop and sell me some right now?
I'm doing it in a very annoying way.
All right, then I want a performance check.
I don't perform well.
That's what she said. Sorry.
It is.
All right, Nightminnow. So Rocky has just jumped out in front of the carriage.
Ooh, I got
and
a 17.
Is actually doing a passable performance of someone who really has just a burning desire to buy some pickled herring. And the carriage stops, and they're having their discussion. What are you doing?
Can I whisper "Psst, Maxine" and see if the horse looks over at all?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm scared. All my last rolls have been high, and I really don't feel like this is gonna go well.
It's okay.
I have a +4.
It's a low DC.
Oh my god.
You can see
Wait, you can
that
use your
you can use your
reroll
daily
thing.
free reroll. You can use your inspiration.
What inspiration?
Just, it's at the top. There's that inspiration box. You get one every game. So if this is what you want, we're probably going to end soon. So I would say use it.
Yeah.
All right, hit it.
I did. What do I do now?
Reroll.
Go ahead, roll again.
Oh.
Inspiration allows you to make one reroll.
Yay, 17.
17. The horse is just, it's got its head down in the feed bag, and as soon as you say Maxine, it looks up, picks its head out of the feed bag, and turns to look at you and says, "What?"
That doesn't sound like Maxine.
I mean, what? So the horse is literally talking to you while Rocky is standing trying to distract the driver.
I honestly already forgot the names of the people we're looking for.
You tell Maxine.
No, we're only trying to get information from Maxine back to Mert and her friend, Merkel and her friend.
Right, but I mean, it stands to reason that you need to actually explain to the horse that you are working for them, or why would it tell you anything?
Mirt hired us and said you might have some info.
I do.
Spicy.
Who's Mirt sweet on?
Blonde halfling.
That is the blonde halfling Mirt.
Yeah.
Oh god, the what's his face guy? You know, the androgynous guy I hugged.
If they Rilke, it's Rilke.
Rilke.
Is that the answer you're giving?
I would probably say that they hired us when we went to the opera with them. Jesus Lord.
All right. As soon as you mention Executive Rilke and Mirt in the same sentence, Maxine, the talking horse, gets a little more comfortable with you and starts to tell you a story.
Wait, are we still wearing our dresses or did we change?
No, you're wearing your regular clothes now. You're not walking around the dock district in leather corsets.
Show them our tickets, but I guess that wouldn't help either.
No. Maxine tells you that I gave a ride the other day to a sun elf and their half-orc bodyguard. I picked them up at an intersection down by the docks, and I dropped them off at the yawning portal. They talked about hiring spies to find out who were members of the Xanathar's Guild.
Okay, are we pretending that we actually remember that, or are we going to have to relay that?
I will write that down for you, and that will be the information you give to
Cool. I just wanted to make sure if I needed to write it down because we had to actually say it back because my brain is Swiss cheese today.
I hope the horse is the bottom. Never mind.
They said or.
I know.
Oh my lord!
It took you a minute to get that. You're welcome. All right. That is the information you've got, and you can take that back to Executive Rilke and Mirt at the Gossamer Chateau.
Oh yeah, brother.
Max, as you try to walk away, Maxine headbutts you and wants to know if you have any sugar or apples.
Do we?
I don't know. Do you?
I doubt it.
Would that be an inventory?
Yep. And Maxine headbutts you again and says and points at a stall a few blocks up where they sell fruit.
Oh my lord! All right, I'll go get her an apple.
Wait, why are we tipping Maxine when Maxine should be tipping us?
Like,
Okay, well, how about when we go back to give them the information, we can be like, by the way, whatever you're paying us, give us more because we had to buy the fucking horse and apple.
Oh my god, an apple's like a copper piece.
Okay,
Literally.
and I'm balling on a budget.
Yeah, no. This is an expense that we were not informed of, and that gets taken in an invoice back to the people who hire you.
Did we get a, what's the word for money that you get on a business trip? Did they give us
A receipt?
A per diem?
A per diem.
Or per diem? No, they literally said they're going to give you 5 gold pieces when you come back with the information each.
Well, they need to give us a copper piece too.
Yeah.
I think that they will happily give you an extra copper piece for this information.
Or 5 for the inconvenience, but yeah.
I'm waiting for you to make that intimidation check against Executive Rilke.
Okay, I'm a bard, so it's not going to be intimidating.
I could just hug him
With
again.
persuasion, right. You make your way back to the northern ward. As you are walking, the streets become calmer. The paving stones are newer. It's clean. It smells nice. The houses get bigger and bigger. This is obviously a very wealthy section of town. And you finally arrive at the Gossamer Chateau, and it is palatial. It is indeed an estate. You hear music drifting out of the windows, and out front there is a sign with the symbol of the Courtesans Guild, and it says the Gossamer Chateau.
We should go inside of it.
You make your way up the stairs, walk into the house. Yes, I checked the headquarters of the Courtesans Guild for traps. Yes, there are a lot of traps here.
Trap house.
Trap.
Oh, Lord. I knew this was going to be a kind of shit show tonight. It's kind of amusing me.
I have a migraine and I'm still playing this game.
I know, right? Why don't we say... I know, right? You enter. It is gorgeous inside. There are salons. There's several bars on the first floor. And a beautiful human woman greets you and says, "How may I help you?"
Can we have a spa day?
There are spas here. You could have spa day at the Courtesans Guild if you'd like. It will be very expensive, and they will probably try to recruit you, particularly Nightminnow since she's 17 charisma.
I thought you were saying because she was 17 years old, and I was like,
oh my god!
Jesus Christ!
It's that kind of stream tonight.
Wait, did we get any pickled herring?
You didn't tell me you did.
Well, you said that she was doing well.
Oh yeah, so I guess we should find out if I got pickled herring, right? We didn't really check.
If I assumed you abandoned it, and you just abandoned it once you got the information.
We got so much pickled herring, it's ridiculous.
So let me get this straight.
Courtesans and pickled herring.
Wait, yeah, let me get this straight. You're showing up at the whorehouse with pickled herring. Sorry.
Yeah, to barter with it for a spa day.
Rocky wants to be even stinkier. What do you mean?
I love it.
Hey, my bag of corpses is at home.
Yeah. All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Me?
No, Rocky. This is the how much of the pickled herring they're selling.
Pickled herring or not?
Yep.
Rocky, it's all on you. Don't fuck up.
Well, I have a +0 in persuasion, so.
Wait, since it's a new day, can I use my...
Or you could actually give her a little...
spell?
You could actually give her some bardic inspiration.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right.
Well, I got a 12.
All right, roll a d4. On the bottom left-hand side, just roll one d4. You get that extra on top because Nightminnow has inspired you to be extra persuasive.
We're going to be a whorehouse that...
Reeks of pickled herring? Oh my god.
I got
well, probably already would.
So I got a 13.
You got a 1. All right. 13 is fine. That, a base DC is somewhere around there. So how much pickled herring would you like to buy from the guy?
I bought all of it.
You bought his entire thing. How are you getting it there?
He gave it to me.
If we do that, he can have a nice day off with his family.
I'm carrying it. I'm not carrying any corpses right now.
It's a wagon load.
Yeah, I'm really strong.
You are very strong, but he didn't give you the wagon.
No, I'm just holding it.
I could probably carry like 2 jars.
Yeah, and I just have all the rest.
All right. Let's say 10 gold pieces for all of it.
Oh my lord!
You're literally buying somebody's entire store of pickled herring for the winter.
It's not my idea.
Okay, so I bought 2 pieces of gold's worth of pickled herring.
That would be like a huge barrel.
Yeah,
literally like one of those huge barrels.
Yeah, which is still, we can use that. We're going to partner with the barrel of pickled herring for a spa day.
I love you guys. I have no idea how to deal with that. All right. You roll up to the Courtesans Guild with your big barrel of pickled herring.
Into giving us a spa day with this pickled herring.
The lovely woman at the front entrance who introduces herself as Liesa says, you'd like to barter for a spa day? Perhaps
with a barrel full of pickled herring.
And is that all you're here for?
No.
Right now, yes.
Wait, no.
Just right now.
Do you have an appointment?
Nope.
We're here to talk to whoever the fuck and whoever the fuck. I already forgot their names again.
Mert and
Rilke.
And Mert Forkel's boyfriend. Them friend.
As soon as you mention Rilke's name, they drop the smile and all the flirty pretense and say, you have a meeting with the executive, yes?
Yes.
Please follow me.
No,
And
we would like the spa day first.
Oh my god, Rocky.
I don't want to carry this herring anymore.
You can leave it here. No one will steal it.
Okay.
I can assure you, no one will steal your pickled herring.
I appreciate the confidence in your herring protection program.
Liesa takes you upstairs, down a gorgeous hallway, deep red velvet carpets, to an office at the end, and indeed inside is the half-elf Rilke, who stands up and sniffs. And do I smell pickles? Please come in.
Is that a good thing?
It's pickles and BB.
How do you feel about fish pickles?
Oh my god.
I can hug you again if you like.
I'm so glad we did this tonight. I'm losing my shit. This is awesome. All right. Rilke steps forward and says, please, no need to hug. I understand you have some information.
It's okay. You can just sniff me. I'm okay with that.
They look right at Nightminnow and say, I understand you have some information.
Yeah, we found Maxine for you.
And what did they have to say?
First of all, before I tell you, you owe us an extra piece of copper because we had to buy her an apple.
Yes. Here's an
They
invoice.
said they overheard what was the name? And it's Sun.
A sun elf trying to
A
hire
s-
spies for something.
To
A sun
find out
elf,
what's part
yes.
of, something.
Spies for the Xanathar Guild. They were trying to
Yes.
find out who were members of the Xanathar's Guild. And if you recall, the Xanathar's Guild are the folks that... The myth, the story is that there is a beholder somewhere under Waterdeep that runs a vast criminal enterprise named the Xanathar's Guild.
That's the yellow thing with a lot of eyeballs, right?
That is indeed.
Okay.
They thank you for the information and hand you 6 gold each.
Hey, that's a tip.
Wow, nice. We could
done-
have bought all that pickled herring.
As a
Being watched downstairs.
as
gonna
a
copper as
favor to
well.
me, my dears, I will give you a free spa day if you remove that barrel from my premises.
Oh
Yay.
no, that's a tip.
I think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Did we get the piece of copper?
You
gave
got
us an extra
an
gold
extra
piece.
gold. They gave you an extra gold as a tip.
Mhm.
You were only supposed to
we
get
were only
5, so you
supposed
got
to get
6.
5, and you gave us 6 each.
All right. Does a beholder sound like a bra? Oh my god, a beholder. If you have bees, why would you need a hold? Never mind.
Oh my god!
I was like, I haven't been a bee since I was like 12. So.
Hey, while we're here, before we leave, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, Rocky, you looked so good last night. Who were you wearing?
I was wearing a Devil's Delight original.
DD, double D.
I love it. I love it. All right.
I'm
I'm gonna.
in the expensive spa, but I'm not wearing it now. So here's a picture of me wearing a Devil's Delight original.
And the picture appeared how?
Magic.
I drew
Right.
it on my hand. It's a stick figure of me.
I'm calling it. We are done for the night. However, I can't wait. Nightminnow, you are first tonight. I would like a confessional. How is Nightminnow feeling about the Rocky and Nightminnow show that happened tonight?
Good. It was a lot of fun. The opera sucked because I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but it was good. Got a lot of pickled herring and a spa day.
Did you, I don't know if you realized, I dropped hints throughout the first 3 games. If you are going to engage in your plan to run the Trollskull Manor as a brothel, Executive Rilke is the one who's going to have to give you the courtesan's license.
That's the one we just did something for?
Right.
Then we're doing great.
There you go. All
We're
right.
gonna make a lot of men happy.
Well, you can make a lot of people happy, my dear.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess yeah.
All right.
And we can give them all pickled herring to go.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to me. How's Rocky feeling?
Well, Rocky is currently sitting in a spa tub full of pickled herring.
I think you locked up. Aw, poor Rocky locked up. Are
No,
we still?
I'm not here?
You're here, but we have audio but no video.
Oh, that's weird.
You look good in the still though. You look great.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Well,
don't have a
I'm
stupid look on your
still
face
here.
like people do when they freeze.
Very odd, because I can still see all of you moving. Oh well. Yeah, so I turned my video off because I'm sitting here naked in a tub of pickled herring. And I didn't think anyone else needed to see that. Privacy's a thing. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. We got a solid connection out of this. We can, bring back and have a real conversation with everyone else about whether we want to turn our haunted manor into a brothel or not to earn extra money. Pretty stoked about that. And we found a talking horse, and we probably gave it diabetes, but that's okay.
You gave it diabetes with an apple?
A single
I mean,
apple.
it wanted sugar. I'm assuming the apple is full of that. You know, I don't know what kind of apples they sell.
I love it. All right, folks. We're gonna call it for tonight. We'll be back next Monday, hopefully with a full house. And May, where can we find you online?
Maydoll, Maedoll with 4 zeros. All over the internet.
All over the internet. Why 4 zeros?
I like even numbers. I don't know.
Perfectly fine. All right, Ed, Rachel, anything you want to say about Feed the Scene or the sidebar?
Apparently a vicious peacock escaped the Bronx Zoo, and I feel like you all should know that.
ADHD stream tonight.
At Feed the Scene on all major social media platforms. You can find the bar, the sidebar, at also Sidebar Baltimore on all major social media platforms. And hopefully next time we'll be running a brothel.
It seems increasingly likely that the Bag O' Dicks Detective Agency will now become the Bag O' Dicks Detective Agency and brothel.
And brothel.
And
So.
Pickled Harry.
And Fuck Hut.
Oh my lord.
On that note, friends, we will see everybody next Monday night or Wednesday night.
Bye.
Good night, folks. 5, 4, 3.